Hello children, welcome back to the computer session. Today we are going to learn the second chapter of the computer syllabus, that is computer peripherals. In last session we have completed the first chapter of the computer syllabus. Now we are going to start the second chapter. What is meant by computer peripherals? The devices that are attached to the computer, the devices that are essential to run the computer, or the devices that go with the computer are called as computer peripherals. Now, computer peripherals include input devices and output devices. Now, one by one, we are going to first study input devices, then we will move towards output devices. Okay, so let us start. Now, as I have said that the devices that go with the computer are called as computer peripherals. Now, computer peripherals include the input and output devices. In this chapter, we will study about input devices and output devices. Okay? Now first let us study about input devices. Now the devices that are used to give instructions to the computer, the devices by which we can make computer do our work, the devices by which we can feed the data, we can store the data and instructions into a computer are called as input devices. Okay, the devices by which we can instruct the computer to do a certain task are called as input devices. Now, there are 7 input devices in this chapter that we are going to study. First is the keyboard, second, the mouse, third, the trackball, fourth, the joystick, fifth, the light pen, and sixth, the scanner, seventh, the microphone. Now, one by one, we are going to study this input devices. First, we will study about keyboard. Now, the first device is the keyboard. Now, keyboard, as we all know that it is an essential part of the computer. It is used to enter data directly into the computer. It is used to enter to feed the data directly into the computer. Now, on keyboard, there are numerous keys. Okay, these are the various types of keys. First type is alphabet keys, then second is number keys, third is punctuation keys, fourth is special keys. Now we will see under keyboard what is meant by this alphabet keys, number keys, punctuation keys and special keys. Now on the screen you are able to see an image of keyboard. Okay, first type is alphabet keys. Now the keys in the dark pink color, the keys that are having English alphabets on it are known as alphabet keys. English alphabets as in letters from A to Z. Here on the image, the keys in the dark pink color are known as alphabet keys. Okay, now next is number keys. Number keys are the keys here on the image. You are able to see the keys in the dark green color that are nothing but the number keys. The keys that are having numbers from 0 to 9 on it are known as number keys. Then the punctuation keys, the keys that are present in the light pink color in this image are known as punctuation keys. Punctuation means the keys that are having full stop, semicolon, colon installed on it are known as punctuation keys. Okay. Then next type that we are going to see is the special keys. Special keys as in shift, enter, backspace, caps lock, such that keys are known as special keys. Okay. Now the next device that we are going to study is the mouse. A mouse is a pointing device. Pointing device as in the arrow that you are able to see on the screen is nothing but it represents the direction in which your mouse is moving. Okay, if you are moving your mouse in the right direction, the arrow on the screen it move towards the right direction. Now it has 2 buttons on its top and a scroll wheel in between the buttons. Okay, and the 2 buttons, one is left click and the other is right click, and the buttons are used to select the object, to select any folder, to select any file. It is used to draw the pictures on the computer. Okay, and that's why it is called as the pointing device. Okay, fine. Now, the buttons of the mouse are clicked or double clicked to perform different task. Okay, now if you want to select any file, you just click it once, but if you want to open any file, you double click on that file quickly, so that your desired file is open. Okay, fine. Now mouse is a pointing device. It has two buttons on it. One is left button, one is right button, and a scroll wheel in between. Okay, that scroll wheel is used to move the screen upwards or downwards. Now, when we move our mouse in the right direction, the arrow on the screen it also moves towards the right direction. Means if we the direction in which our mouse is moving, hence the arrow on the screen it also moves in that direction. Okay. Now, nowadays, optical and laser mouse devices are in use. An optical mouse uses the light, and a laser mouse uses the laser to work. Okay. Now the next device that we are going to study is the trackball. It looks like a mouse and is used in its place. It performs similar functions as that of mouse. It has a ball on the top which is rolled with the finger to move the cursor on the screen. Now a mouse had, we have studied in the previous slide that a mouse has three buttons: left button, right button, and a scroll in between. Now, a trackball has only a ball on the top, and we have to use that ball, we have to roll that ball with our fingers to move the cursor on the screen. Means what? We have to move that ball, we have to roll that ball in the direction that we want the cursor on the screen to move. It is generally used with laptops. Okay. Now, next is joystick. This is also a pointing device. It is used mainly by children to play the video games. Joystick is nothing but it is a pointing device, and it is used for playing the video games. Fine. The next device is the light pen. Now, this device is used for drawing objects directly on the screen. With the help of the light pen, we can draw the objects that we want directly on the screen without using the mouse or keyboard. It is also used to select an option on the screen by simply pointing at that option. Now, light pen is nothing but it performs its function just like the screen touch smartphone. Okay. Now on the smartphone, you can select any of the application by just using your fingers. Now similarly, with the help of the light pen, you can select any of the option on the screen by simply pointing at that option. Okay. Now it is mostly used by engineers, architects, or designers to directly draw designs on the screen. Now the next device that we are going to study is the scanner. Scanner is the device that transfers the information from a piece of paper into a computer. Now, the document or the paper that we want to store inside the computer, we just have to scan that using the scanner, and within seconds our information on the piece of paper is stored inside the computer. Now it can not only read and scan text, but also it can scan images on the paper and store it inside the computer. It works like a photocopy machine. Photocopy machine as in Xerox machine. It works similar to Xerox machine. The next device is the microphone. Microphone is used to record the voice and music into the computer. Now you're able to hear my sound as you're seeing this video, right? Now I'm recording this voice, I'm recording my voice using the microphone. It is used as an input device. Microphone is the input device and that records voice and music into the computer. Now, so far we have studied about all the input devices. Now we are moving towards the next part of this chapter, that is the output devices. The devices through which the output is obtained from the computer are called as output devices. Now, we have studied about the devices that we use to enter the data inside the computer. Now, we are going to study about the devices through which we can obtain the output from the computer. Now, the first device is the monitor. It looks like a TV screen. On the right side, you are able to see an image of the monitor screen. It looks exactly like the TV screen. It displays both the input that we give to the computer and the output that we want the computer to display. Okay, as we are entering data into the computer, it displays that as input, but it also displays the output that we want from the computer as a result of our inputs. It is also called as the visual display unit, in short VDU. Now the another name of the monitor is the visual display unit. The output that we receive on the computer is called as soft copy. Okay, since we can't hold that output in our hands, that's why the output that we receive on the monitor screen is called as soft copy. Now, the second output device that we are going to study is the printer. Printer is used to get the output in the printed form. The printed copy that we get from the printer is called as hard copy. Now, since the printed copy that we can hold it in our hands, that's why it is called as hard copy. And the output that we receive from the computer monitor, that is called as the soft copy. Okay, now there are two common printers. First is inkjet printer, second is laser printer. Inkjet printer are nothing but the colored printers, and laser printer are nothing but the black and white printers. Okay, the third and the last output device that we are going to study is the speakers. They are used to play music and sounds from the computer. You all are aware of the speakers. They are the output device as they are used to play music and sounds from the computer. Fine. Now we are done with the second chapter of the computer syllabus, that is computer peripherals. Okay, in this chapter we have learnt about the input devices and output devices. We have learnt 7 input devices and we have learnt 3 output devices. Now I am attaching a worksheet with this video. You need to solve that worksheet and send it on my email ID. Okay children, see you in next class. Thank you.